Hello, everyone. Facebook Live and YouTube. Um, I'm Trent, and this is a grounding restorative flow for today. And I'm a part of the Glitter Goddess Collective, so some Glitter Goddess Yoga. A few announcements before we get started. So, shouts out to Providence Community Libraries for making these classes possible. Um, excuse me. You can go check out their programming on their YouTube page, PCL YouTube. If you type that in, their name will pop up. Um, so, with that being said, feel free to bring any props along for your practice today. Blankets. Um, Also, have some water by your side to stay hydrated throughout the session, just in case you get warm. If there's something that is not a part of your practice today, you can feel free to take a child's pose. You can take a walk away from your mat, or anything you choose that you think you need for your body today. Um, so just taking like personal care of yourself, because I can't see you on the other side of the screen. So you do what's necessary for you for your practice. Um, and yeah, with that being said, let's get on to it. Let me just bring Facebook Live down here. Oh, I can't rotate it. How can I? I think that's pretty good for. Okay, yeah, that's good. Cool. Okay, joining me in a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall, spine reaching nice and long. And bringing your awareness to your breath. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. Relaxing the shoulders. Inhaling what you need. Exhaling what you don't. Deep, slow inhales. Long exhales. And on your last exhale, we'll slowly drop the head to the right side, right ear, to right shoulder, stretching the left sides of our neck. Breathe into your sensations here. Sending the breath, towards the tension. And slowly with control, rolling the head forward, bringing the chin towards the chest. Stretching the backs of our neck. Slowly with control, rolling the head over to the left side, left ear to left shoulder, stretching the right sides of our neck. Breathe in through your stretch. And slowly with control, rolling the head forward, bringing the chin towards the chest once more. Stretching the backs of our neck. And rolling the head to the right or left side, rolling the head all the way around, engaging with all the muscles in our neck. Still being mindful of the breath here. And reversing your rotation, going the other direction. And slowly bringing your rotation to stillness, bringing your head back to center. Just gently going to roll the shoulders back, opening up the chest, opening up the throat. And slowly bringing your rotation to stillness. We're just going to open up the arms wide. And we're going to cross over, right over left, bending the left arm, dropping the right shoulder, bringing the right arm as close to us as possible. Breathing into the right shoulder. On your last exhale, you can release, opening up the arms wide. We're going to cross over left over right, bending the right arm, dropping the left shoulder, bringing the left arm as close to us as possible. Breathing into the left shoulder. And on your last exhale, you can release, open up the arms wide once more. And we're going to bring the arms forward, reaching out long. And we're just going to rotate the wrist. And reverse your rotation. From here, we're going to flip the palms, placing the palms into the into the floor or your mat. Fingers facing us, forearms facing out. And engaging with the wrist and the forearms. Feel free to add some heat to the forearms to ease up on the tension. Flipping the palms, fingers still facing us, forearms facing us too this time. And pulsating the wrist by opening and closing the palms. And flipping the palms again, fingers facing us, forearms facing out once more. Releasing the palms from the floor or your mat, giving the wrist a little shake. And bring them together for our figure eight. And from here, however you want to get there, we'll slowly make our way into tabletop. Coming on all fours. Once you make your way to tabletop, we're going to go into cat-cow. So inhaling, engaging with the lower back, slight lift of the chin. For cow, inhaling, and then pushing through the floor, engaging with the upper back.
Exhaling for cat. Inhaling.
Engaging with the lower back, pushing into the floor for cow. Exhaling, pushing to the upper back
For cat.
And feel free to use this time to do a couple cat cows on your own.
And finishing up on your last cat or cow.
Bringing your spine to neutral. And we're just gonna raise up the right arm, opening up towards the right side. Keeping the hips where they are, we're gonna dive down under the left arm, dropping the right shoulder into the floor or your mat. For a twist. Excuse me. For a twist. Being mindful of the breath here. Breathing through your stretch. And on your last exhale, we'll slowly make our way back into the tabletop. Coming back to all fours. We're just gonna open up towards the left side, rising up the left arm. Keeping the hips where they are, we're gonna dive down under the right arm, dropping the left shoulder into the floor or your mat for a twist on the other side. And on your last exhale, we'll slowly make our way back into tabletop. From here, we're just gonna widen our stance with our knees, opening up wide, bringing our big toes to touch. We're gonna set our hips down and back, stretching the arms out for a child's pose. And if you have any props or pillows, blankets, you can want to place them under yourself, under your knees, under your thighs. And still holding this child pose, we're just gonna crawl the hands over to the left side, engaging with the right side body, breathing through the whole right side. And when you're ready, crawling both hands over to the right side, stretching the left side body, breathing through the whole left side. And when you're ready, crawling the hands back to center. And you can adjust your child's pose if you want to go deeper into your child's pose, widening your knees, or bringing your knees closer to have a tighter child's pose. And however you want to get there, we'll slowly make our way back into tabletop, coming back to all fours. We're just going to keep the right leg where it's at. And we're going to extend the left leg long, tucking the back toes. And we're just going to pulsate that left ankle. Engage it with the whole left leg, the Achilles, ankle. And we're going to bring this left leg back to meet the right. And we're going to do the same on the right side. So extending the right leg long, tucking the back toes. We're going to pulsate that right ankle as well, engaging with the whole right leg, the whole ankle. And from here, however you want to get there, going into your plank. For a modified version of plank, you can move down to the forearms. If you have any props that you would like to lay under your forearms, you can do so if that's something that feels good for you. But feeling strong in your plank, engaging with the core. And slowly with control, lowering down towards the floor or your mat. We're gonna go post both the arms, resting the right ear on the floor. We're gonna pillar the left arm, rising up the left leg. We're gonna place it over into our right back space. And on your last exhale, we'll slowly bring this left leg back to meet the right. You can go post that left arm once more. And we're gonna switch sides, resting the left ear on the floor. We're gonna pillar the right arm, rising up the right leg, placing it over into our left back space. And on your last exhale, bringing that right leg back to meet the left. You can release that right arm to the floor. And we're just gonna rest here for a moment. Coming back to the body, We're going to place both of our palms on the outside parts of the armpits, elbows facing back, and pushing into the floor, riding up the head, followed by the chin, chest, engaging with the lower back. For up dog or cobra. And slowly, with control, lowering back down towards the floor or your mat. Once more, pushing into the floor, rising up into up dog or cobra. And slowly, with control, pushing the hips up, tucking the toes, pushing the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal your feet, bend your knees. And slowly, with control, walking the hands to the feet for a forward fold. Bending the knees, belly on top of thighs. Slowly, with control, rolling all the way up to standing. And once you reach the top, rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest, opening up the throat. Turn this way so you guys can see me. And you can slowly bring your rotation of shoulders to a still, palms by our side. Feeling strong here. Feet planted, rooted into the ground. Inhaling, rising up the arms for extended mountain pose. Exhale, arms by your side, mountain pose. Inhaling, extended mountain pose. We're going to exhale, swan diving, hinging at the hips all the way down for a forward fold. Inhaling, pressing on the shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, pressing on the shins. Exhale, forward fold, bending the knees, belly on top of thighs.
From here, you can walk your hands forward into your high plank. Feeling strong here in your high plank. Slowly with control, lowering down. Chaturanga. Rising up into up dog, cobra, or baby cobra. Tucking the back toes. We're going to push the hips up and back for another downward facing dog. From here, we're going to rise up the right leg, bend the right knee, and we're going to float that right knee towards the chest. And with control, drop that knee between the palms, going into your high pigeon. And if you have any pillows, blankets, or any other props you would like to utilize for this pose, now is the time to breathe in through your sensations, being mindful of the breath. And on your last exhale, you can release your prop if you have one. Bringing that right knee back to meet the left. We're going to tuck the back toes, pushing the hips up and back for another downward facing dog. Micro bend in the knees. And when you're ready, rising up the left leg, bending the left knee. And we're going to float that left knee towards the chest. And with control, dropping that left knee between the palms, going into your high pigeon on the other side. If you have any props you would like to utilize again, being mindful of the breath. And on your last exhale, you can release your prop. And you can bring this left leg back to meet the right. We're going to bring the big toes to touch and sit the hips down and back for another child's pose. And however you want to get there, we'll slowly make our way to our sits bones. You can also use this time to take a sip of water. So we're going to tuck in the left leg, right leg reaching out nice and long, spine reaching nice and long as well. We're just going to crawl both hands down the right leg, grabbing the shin of the foot and hinging at the hips, using your breath as a guide to lower your chest closer towards your leg. And on your last exhale, you can release, bringing the spine back to neutral. With the right palm, we're going to reach over, grabbing the left knee, rising the left arm up and over, reaching towards the foot. last exhale, you can slowly release.
Bringing the spine back to neutral. We're going to release the left leg. We're going to tuck in the right. Stretching the left leg out nice and long. Sitting up nice and tall, spine reaching nice and long as well. And crawling both hands down the left leg, hinging at the hips, using our breath as a guide to lower our chest closer and closer towards our leg. And slowly rising up, bringing the spine back to neutral. With the left palm, we're going to reach over, grabbing the right knee, rising the right arm up and over, reaching towards the foot. And on your last exhale, you can release. Bring the spine back to neutral. We're going to release the the right leg. And we're just going to tuck. We're going to plant both feet into the floor, bending both knees, sitting up nice and tall, reaching out nice and long with the arms, and slowly with control, using our core to lower ourselves down towards the floor without straightening our legs. And once you reach the floor, you can windshield wipe the knees back and forth. And slowly bringing your rocking to stillness. We're just going to open the knees wide, bringing the feet together like a prayer for incline butterfly.
you have any props, pillows, blankets to utilize with this pose, you can place both pillows under the knees, place a prop under your lower back. So like if you have two pillows like this, boom, and you can have another set on the other side. Or you can have something under your lower back. And slowly with control, closing the prayer, planting the feet into the floor once more. You can release your props. We're going to rise the hips up into the air, grabbing the outside of the feet for happy baby, and rocking side to side. And slowly with control, curling up into a ball, bringing the knees towards the chest or the belly. And slowly with control, lowering your limbs into the floor. Palms by your side. We are now going into Shavasana, corpse pose. Lying here in Shavasana, letting the body be heavy, sinking into the earth. energy, the connection inside the earth. As you connect with those connections in the earth, feeling everything at once, feeling wholeness, oneness, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, bringing some movement back to the body. Rolling over to the right or left side for a moment of comfort, and then pushing up into a seated position to close for 4 breaths. When you're ready, once you made your way to your sits bones in a comfortable seated position, you can place your palms on your knees on top of your heart or at heart center. A breath for the ancestors who was here before colonization. Breathing in. A breath to thank yourself for your practice today. Breathing in.
breath to thank others for their support. Breathing in. And a breath for any intentions you have for the rest of the day and trying to see it through. Breathing in. The human in me bows down to the human in y'all. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me, y'all. Just a few announcements before we go. Also, sorry about the alarm that kept going off. I didn't know that was going to be a thing that happened, but it was a happy accident. I just wanted to say again, thank you guys for showing up today. If there's anything you would like to see more of or anything different, please let us know. Give a comment, give us some feedback. You can also, we also receive donations to Venmo at the Glitter Goddesses for our decolonization projects. You can also find us on Facebook at the Glitter Goddess Collective plus the House of Glitter. You can check out our website at theglittergoddesscollective.org for other virtual and COVID-safe in-person offerings this month. Also, shouts out to Providence Community Libraries again for making these classes possible. You can also, again, check out their YouTube page at PCL. Thank you guys for practicing with me today, and I'll see you guys another time. Later.